Hey, what's up guys, Diplex here again. Welcome back to Men of War Assault Squad 2 and the Warhammer 40k mod. Super excited to be back with another battle. We're back on the same map I used in the previous one, which I, by the way, hope you guys very much enjoyed. It was quite the piece to pull off, a lot of scripting, a lot of testing and all that, but I think it was worth it. Hopefully I didn't ruin the experience with the nighttime setting. I think it definitely added a lot visually, even though it was very hard to see what was going on. But a good thing when swapping from daytime to nighttime or vice versa is that the map feels completely different. Like, this is the same map, yet you haven't really seen it at all. All you saw were the units and all the explosions. And some of you were a bit hesitant at first, but then you guys admitted it was a pretty cool experience, and I think so as well. But you know, it's 2020, we're all about carbon footprint and shit, even here as a gaming YouTuber, so I'm recycling the map. And I've done a few things to it. I've just repainted it. It's green now. It was desolate and sandy and deserty and stuff, which I think really fit the Tau setting a lot in a way. But now it's more Naboo grasslands. You know what I mean? You know, you got that wind howling over the fields. You've got some cowboy back there with a guitar. And, you know, it's kind of sunny and windy. And, of course, we got the Eldar. Much like that cowboy with the guitar. Phone him, fuck shit up. I don't know, man. But this is going to be cool. This is going to be a good fight. We've got the same composition for the Space Marines, you know, the 50 Space Marines, and then the 27 Dreadnoughts. Before I click start on this battle, I do have to say, someone said, hey, that's a lot of Dreadnoughts. I don't even think the entire, you know, if you combined all the chapters, they wouldn't even have that many Dreadnoughts. There were 27 of them, bro. And even if I don't, like, know how many they would have had, I respect your opinion. Maybe it's true. You know, after the Age of Strife, perhaps the blueprints for the frickin' Dreadnoughts were lost or something. But they're not Titans, you know what I mean? Or are Dreadnoughts like 40k creations and not 30k creations, you know what I mean? Like modern stuff, like not the super advanced machinery, because it's not that advanced. It's not flying around and stuff. It doesn't even have any shields, okay? It's just metal. It's just a metal piece of shit walking around. It's a good metal piece of shit, but you know what I mean? But anyway, so are 27 that much, or did you just not see the number on the field? Because it was kind of dark. I don't blame you, bro, but I don't know. Maybe it's a whole lot. Maybe a chapter, Space Marine chapter has, like, I don't know, 2 of them each. So I suppose in that sense, maybe there wouldn't be enough. But anyway, guys, let's kick things off. I'm eager to know more. I don't know all too much about the 40k universe, but you know, I learn as I go, and I find out the relevant stuff based on what I'm covering. But what I have done to the numbers, though, is I've amped up the Eldar numbers insanely. The Tau infantry didn't do much, so I think I've quadrupled the Eldar numbers. As you can tell, there's 400 Eldar infantrymen rushing into the field right now. I mean, the waves don't end. Apparently we have some people walking back here as well. I don't know why this game acts the way it does sometimes, but it's endlessly refreshing, and it's just so it's so fresh every time. I don't know what to say. But the 50 Space Marines are on their way in, and we're going to see how they do against the Eldar infantry. We know that the Tau mechs destroyed the Space Marines, but now it's an infantry v infantry confrontation, and I think it's about to get pretty messy, guys. And honestly, even though it's not nighttime, the visuals are not any less stunning in a way. I mean, they're not as stunning, but they definitely do the job, you know what I mean? I think I'm going to open up my window as well. We might, you know, get an extra 2 or 3 FPS from that just by cooling down the computer a bit more. There we go, boys. So, despite the fact I haven't seen any Space Marines go down yet, a lot of Eldar are dying, but the fact that they have so many men supporting them, they don't really care about the casualties they're taking. They're even advancing despite that, and I think that's really cool. This is awesome. I'm not gonna lie. Jeez. Oh, so the Dreadnoughts should be making their way into the battle as we speak. They're a bit behind this time around, just to give the infantry here in the center some more breathing room. Otherwise, the Dreadnoughts would come here and ruin the party for everyone involved. But so far, no Space Marines have been killed. I'm quite surprised. Look at this Sergeant. The rounds are like bouncing off of their armor. It's like pellets being fired at a thin sheet of metal. Damn. That bolter is just headshotting. Damn. Alright, that's pretty awesome. Okay, I do believe we're having some interference now from the Dreadnoughts. But here are 27 Dreadnoughts. Yes, this is a lot, I'm not gonna lie. But we're talking about the entire Imperium of Man. Could they not muster 27 of these? I mean, look, you've got 2 legs, you've got, you know, some machinery, an engine, some, you know, other stuff, weapons and shit, but, you know. Anyway, more interestingly, this time around, we have the Eldar walkers showing up behind the line of infantry that is now being decimated. In fact, the Space Marines are advancing. I see no Space Marine yes, okay, we've got 1 man down, the Sergeant here that took a lot of shots before. He's dead. We might see another couple of Space Marines die here. But overall, Eldar infantry absolutely dominated. And here come the Wraith Lords. So the number of like mech waves have been increased for the Eldar as well. The Tau had 2x2, which were like 2 waves and then 2 waves with some time in between. Now we've got 3x3. No, 3x2 instead of 2x2. So we're going to see a lot more walkers on the field. Hopefully the system will be able to handle the insanity that is about to play out in front of our eyes. This is just insane. Some of these guys might even use their swords, which would be just a fantastic display of brutality. Oh, Jesus. But overall, the Space Marines are dealing with the Wraith Lords quite well as well. Oh my god, they're tripping and shit. They're falling over. This is really insane. Jesus. Oh, we've got the first Dreadnought down. So we're seeing some kind of progress. And here we have the smaller, slower walkers. They're going to be battling the Space Marines now. They've got some kind of an interesting energy weapon. I'm not sure if it's some kind of storm weapon or a plasma of some sort, but it's firing some pretty deadly projectiles. Direct hits seem to kill a Space Marine, but the area of effect does not seem to be as powerful as it could seem. I gotta say, these Wraith Lords, the bigger ones, are holding up pretty well as well in combat. They seem to be able to take a lot of fire. Oh, are we gonna see some melee right now? It would be so sick. Wait, can I borrow you for a second? Can you hit this guy? Can you like really smash him up with the sword? Oh, that's awesome! That's fucking awesome! Alright, I just wanted to see that once. We're not gonna control the AI too much, but that was pretty majestic, not gonna lie. So, if you guys, could you go for the sword here on this Sergeant guy? Can you give him a little beating? No. So the Space Marine weaponry is super powerful. Of course, we're talking plasma weapons and melt-the-guns and all that stuff. Okay, we got some hover tanks showing up right now. These might turn the tide. These are pretty powerful, not gonna lie. Oh, but they're taking a lot of that infantry fire, and that's not good at all. We got grenades being thrown. I don't think you want to get entangled with the Space Marines. No, you definitely want to stay at range here and focus on the Dreadnoughts, and that might just be what they're doing. Oh my god, we've got a lot of Dreadnoughts going down here now. And the Wraith Lords, some of them are just roaming around here doing what they want. Wow, the entire right flank has collapsed. And we've got more waves of these guys coming in, so this is far from over. In fact, the Eldar started out kind of weak, but they might actually perform better than the Tau did overall. Interestingly enough, we have Space Marines alive at this point. Something I did not expect. So we've seen more Dreadnoughts go down thus far, but we also have Space Marines that are alive and kicking, and they seem to be a bigger threat to the Wraith Lords than the Dreadnoughts. More infantry showing up right now. Let's see how the Dreadnoughts tackle another 400 Eldar infantrymen and women. And infantry they, I suppose. If you want to be, you know, woke, I suppose. But, yeah. I wonder if there's like a non-gender specific Warhammer faction where they don't like have women or men or people who have one of the two genders objectively, but you know, don't consider themselves as one of them. I wonder if there's any like some factions that are like I don't know, they don't have that. they reproduce in other ways. I gotta ask you though, like orcs, you know, they come from orc pits and stuff, but do orcs have penises? Like I'm talking about like the Lord of the Ring orcs. I don't want to get too off topic here, but you know, you don't know. I mean, like, I suppose people designing these different races and you know that work with sci-fi and stuff probably could imagine that there would be different, you know, types of reproduction and whatnot in space. I mean, this is pretty whack. So it wouldn't surprise me if there were. It would surprise me if all of these races had females and men, you know, like, you know what I mean, like the specific gender roles. Like you got Mama Eldar by the stove, but then again you've got a lot of Eldar female fighters as well, which is pretty cool. But this is awesome, you know, they're all just like prone, they're dying, but they're resisting as much as they can. They're putting up a lot here. They've been throwing a few hand grenades, but they haven't brought down any of the Dreadnoughts yet. I'm gonna go ahead and just take quick control of this guy so that he actually does something. This one's knocked out. He's dead, but he's kind of frozen midair. I wonder if we have any more. No, he's dead as well. This guy's gonna be slowly moving over. Oh, he's brought down. Okay. Oh, look at that rocket barrage. That was beautiful. Oh. I think there's a... What? I'm counting 1, 2, 3... 4 Dreadnoughts remaining, and a lot more Space Marines, about half the number, maybe 25 or so, maybe a bit less. But it's interesting to see how the Eldar has completely, like, affected the two factions differently. Where are your weapons, guys? Where are your weapons? Did you forget the guns? That's not gonna fly, is it? All right, so I'm counting 5 Dreadnoughts. The Space Marines? No, you're not going home. We got a battle to. We got a fight to fight. I'm gonna send you guys up with the Dreadnoughts. This battle is far from over. Look, now we got the party starting here. So we got 5 Dreadnoughts. We've lost 22. That's, I believe, far more than what the Tau managed to do. You can't hate on the Eldar infantry weapon though. It's awesome. Their standard blaster. It's got that nail gun feel to it. It's got very, like, thin sound. Like a Needler, almost. It does sound a lot like the Needler in Halo. I wonder if they can do anything to the... so, scientifically, let's send up a Dreadnought and see if they mess with it. If they throw grenades, if they can actually bring it down. Oh, jeez. That autocannon is just demolishing them. I like mechs versus infantry. It's a really nice feeling. I'd like to do like Chaos Dreadnoughts versus just Imperial Guardsmen, like thousands of them. Look at these little squads walking around. That's so cool. I like Space Marines and squads. I generally, when I select the infantry, I double-click K, and now they start acting individually. Might not show yet, but they will. But like to see them working as a squad when they're grouped up is pretty awesome. It gives it a nice feel, because you want Space Marines to be compact, fighting formations. I'm not sure if that's all, but that has pretty much been the same composition we saw previously, and guess what? The Dreadnoughts and Space Marines won. God damn, is this a nasty battlefield? It just looks so much more deadly. It's been so much more irregular, too, with the formations and everything. Let's have a look at what they've actually done here. So this guy's killed 66 infantrymen. This guy's killed only 6. 132, 69, 31. So that's a pretty high average. Hundreds killed among these. We don't even know the rest. This guy's brought down 13 mechs, 4 mechs, 4 mechs, 6 mechs, 4 mechs, 6 mechs, 7 mechs. I mean, that's insane. 15. This guy with his plasmas brought down 15. like, infantry-wise, they haven't killed that many. 14. But, like, looking at the Dreadnoughts, none of these have brought down a single mech. So, I suppose the Space Marines are the correct counter to the Wraith Lords. Whereas the Dreadnoughts are just the anti-infantry here. Because these guys have all killed the mechs. Guys, thank you for watching this battle. I thought it was pretty awesome. We got to see some sword combat. I'd like to have seen more, but... listen, let's do that. I don't think we'll crash the spawning one. You never know, though. And if I crash, I'm going to be real upset. But let's just bring in a Wraith Lord with just the sword to go up against this guy. No, come here. Come here. Oh! Come here. Fight me. I want to see that sword be used. No. Oh, dude. Oh, he's alerting his Space Marine buddies. Oh, no. Look at this shit. He's frightened. I'd be pretty frightened, too. I don't know. He doesn't seem to... Dude, this sword just crushed someone. My friends are coming. He's just distracting them. All right, Space Marine, hold your ground. I know this is terrible, but no, I told you to hold your ground. Dog. What are you doing right now? He physically cannot stand still. Oh yeah, there we go. That's what I wanted to see. Okay, call me a Satanist or satanic. But all right, we're gonna change you to player green. Let's just have fun. This is what we used to do before. We used to have fun. I still have fun, but you know what I mean. Let's surround these guys with some Wraith Lords. This is just bonus footage. I want to see them swords be used, bro. Oh, that's awesome. We got to use more of these guys. The melee. Oh shit! Alright, pathfinding is not excellent, but in smaller numbers, they work pretty cool. And they're just, I mean, they're shugging these guys away. And honestly, if we send these up against the Dreadnoughts, they're going to be brought down. These swords are devastating. He's so mad, look at him. He's like, "Argh!" That is awesome. Hit him up, bro. That's awesome. All right, guys. This is a bit funky. I got an idea. Just to spice things up a tiny bit more. This is awesome. The thing I really had a fun experience with last time. Some orbital strikes on this to wrap things up nicely. Orbital strikes are awesome. Whoa, that's a lot. I'm not sure what I just did. Come on. Yeah, that messed them up. A few, at least. That's awesome. Okay, we're gonna have to do more orbital strikes. Woo! That's a plasma gun just landed. Guys, thank you for watching. I'm not gonna be any longer. I've got more videos to make as we speak. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys soon again. Ciao.